Is a premium gig on Fiverr actually worth the hefty price tag? Or, are you better off just looking elsewhere? Welcome to this data-driven consumer safety explainer. Today, we're exposing the truth behind a highly rated premium logo design service to see if the reality actually matches the marketing. So let's get right into investigating this service and see what the data actually tells us.
$195. We are setting the financial stakes of our audit right out of the gate here. Listen, this isn't your classic, nostalgic $5 gig from the early days of the internet. No way. This is the premium starting price just for the base silver tier for a designated pro service on the platform.
Okay, let's dive into this. What does $195 actually buy you on a freelance gig platform today? Unpacking platform transparency is exactly what we do here, and as a focused learner, you absolutely need to know if the real-world value matches this premium price tag before you hand over your hard-earned business capital.
Section 1. The target. Digitalbarbi's Fiverr Pro gig, specifically her watercolor logo and brand kit service.
190. That is how many documented consumer reviews this seller has for this specific gig, while maintaining a highly impressive 4.8 out of 5-star rating. The data clearly establishes her credibility, right? This isn't some new seller just testing the waters. This is an established, highly rated service provider. But hey, to be true consumer advocates, we need to verify exactly what drives that high satisfaction rate.
Moving right along to Section 2, breaking down the pricing. Let's look entirely objectively at the promised deliverables.
Pulling directly from our service page, we can see exactly how the assets scale up from silver to platinum. Every single tier includes the main logo and a variation, but notice the submarks. The $195 silver tier gives you 0, gold gives you 1, and platinum gives you 2. The social media kit is basic on silver, but becomes extended from multiple platforms on platinum. It's a very calculated, incredibly structured upselling ladder, perfectly designed to cater to different business sizes.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what that base $195 tier secures for a small business owner. You aren't just getting a JPEG, you get the main logo, a variation, watermarks, a brand board, the color palette, fonts, source files, and 3 revisions. But I want you to focus your attention on that one concept included detail. Keep that in the back of your mind because it's absolutely vital for our safety audit.
Because that brings us directly to Section 3, auditing the deliverables and the fine print. True platform transparency rarely lives in the glossy marketing copy.
It lives in the FAQ section. The seller's FAQ explicitly states what a revision actually entails. It says changes to the original concept, i.e. color changes, shape changes, font changes, not X amount of new logos. Remember that one concept included rule we just talked about? Well, this clarifies the boundary. If you don't like the initial direction of the watercolor art, a revision will not get you a brand new concept drawn from scratch. You are literally locked into tweaking the original design.
Next, let's trace the chronological journey of the transaction. I call this the buyer's risk window. Day 1 is when you place the order. The seller has a stated 14-day delivery timeline. So day 14 is the delivery deadline when you receive your concept. Then, by day 17, the platform's autocomplete window officially ends.
So the crucial point is this strict 3-day window. The seller specifically warns consumers in her FAQ that orders autocomplete by the platform after 3 days of inactivity. If you get your logo on day 14 and, say, decide to go away for the weekend without checking your messages, the order automatically closes. Boom. Done. You must track your orders closely to request any of your 3 allowable revisions before that algorithmic window shuts entirely.
Let's shift our focus to Section 4, real consumer data.
We know the rules are strict and the price is premium, so how is she maintaining that incredible 4.8 rating? We need to validate this using real, documented transaction feedback. Impartially comparing 2 very different user experiences here is fascinating. We have buyer Brooke Gavino stating this is the 3rd creator I've worked with, first to deliver what I've been looking for. That indicates a highly specific, picky client who finally found success. Then, buyer Solsparku admits, this was a baby project, I did not have much to show you, got what I wanted regardless. The data shows this seller's process successfully manages both highly demanding clients and those without a clear initial vision. Now, what's really interesting is this specific buyer quote from Gabrielle JK. They wrote, I ended up upgrading to the premium package. Wow, Barbara nailed it. This brilliantly illustrates the platform's gig economy mechanics working exactly as intended. That initial $195 entry point often serves as a gateway. Actually, scratch that. It's not just a starting point. It's a proof of concept.
Once the seller proves her value and talent with that single included concept, it organically leads to successful voluntary upselling.
Which brings us to the conclusion of our data-driven explainer. Section 5, the final audit verdict. Let's weigh the evidence.
Let's summarize this audit logically. Step 1. We acknowledge the high upfront cost. $195 is a premium starting point for a platform historically known for microtransactions. Step 2. You absolutely must understand the strict revision boundaries. You get one concept, and you have exactly 3 days to ask for specific tweaks before the platform locks the order. Step 3. Factor in the proven 4.8-star satisfaction rate, because despite the strict fine print, the historical consumer data thoroughly validates the service quality and the seller's professionalism.
So, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. How do you weigh upfront price and strict platform rules against guaranteed satisfaction in the modern gig economy? Is $195 coupled with those tight 3-day revision windows worth the peace of mind of a 4.8-star rating? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so share your own platform experiences in the comments below. Keep learning, keep questioning, and keep focused.